cute. Guys, you know what's happening next turn? So glorious. Activate ability. Enjoy my counter spells, my friend. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. You will see my super Planewalker. There's no way around it. Hello everyone, it's Sloth here, and today something special because I have noticed that since day one of the Brothers War, we did not meld Urza Planewalker, and that's a blasphemy. We need to fix it. That is not acceptable on this channel. So you will see the melds, and you will see multiple melds in top 400-500 Mythic, which is mind-blowing, and Urza definitely did a lot of work. So this is of course Azorius control. You know the type, so we'll just talk about the differences. You wanted counter spells, you have them, and they were glorious. I miss counter spells so much, and it performed pretty nicely because I didn't meet aggro today. You know, miracle, suddenly no aggro. And wash away is some interaction that you might not know about, or you probably know, but it's still worth pointing out. Soul Partition exiles the card, and it's not cast from your hand, so you can counter it for 1 mana, because that was not cast from its owner's hand, but from exile. So this is neat interaction if you exile Charlotte and they finally cast it for 6 mana after you play Teferi and have 1 blue mana and that's it, and you wash away and the Teferi untaps in your turn, they will rage quit 100%, and that's glorious. That's worth playing those cards. We play a lot of cards that get full benefit from the discount, so for example we are not playing the Spell Pierce, we are playing Negate, because with Urza it's nearly the same card, just better. Soul Partition is 1 mana. We play Fateful Absences for Planewalkers. Soul Partition is amazing because it's basically protection. Don't forget you can exile your own Mightstone and Weakstone, then replay it next turn, and you basically gain 2 cards. So this is draw 2 cards for 6 mana. That's really important in the longer games. You can protect your Urza, your Wandering Emperor, your Teferi. This card is great early game and it's great value end game, and that's everything you want from removal. We have 4 Silver Scrutinies, and we are somewhat shorter on the win conditions, and we are trying to make it work, but definitely you can think about adding some Teferis just for extra late game, but I've been trying to make it work, and with Bankbusters you have a little bit more edge, you have some counter spells to protect the threats, so that was the idea. I hope you enjoy melding, and if you want to see more Urza Planewalker melds, don't forget to hit the subscribe, like and stuff. It really helps with, you know, the channel, so I really appreciate it. And thank you all for great comments and that you enjoyed the channel. That's making it all so fun. And really glad to share the games with you guys. You will like those from today. So let's go into the games and have fun. Alright, we're going first. Man, I love this draw so much. It's perfect. It's perfect. Especially that whenever you see the Mightstone and the Weakstone, yes, it's super slow and clunky, but in the end you probably will use it, and you will probably get your 3 cards during next turn, basically. 2 from this and 1 from the draw. And our opponent is tanking. He's Jace. Let's see if he's actually Jace, or just a mountain hello type. Right, doggy? Oh, he's always so cute. Probably Grixis midrange then, right? I think we get rid of the tap lands. We want to make sure that next turn it's wash away, sorry. Man, washout was the card. I actually played it in paper. 4 mana, right? It was 3 colorless and 1 blue. I was such a fan of this kind of cards. Like, you know, just bounce everything of a given color, if I recall. I could mess it up. It was, I don't know how many, 12 years ago, whatever, or more. But I still remember the card. And there was a toad on the art, right? Alright. That was some boomer magic right there. It's fine. So what are we playing against? Grixis. Corpse Appraiser. That's interesting play. It doesn't do much, in all honesty. Actually will. First he exiled. So he actually gave up a lot of value to do it. Because you really play it just to draw a card, and he didn't. And suddenly, as long as we develop the board, like, this won't kill us, believe me, this won't kill us. And we have so many answers. By the way, we are playing Fateful Absence instead of only partitions, just for the Planewalkers. I think we have 2 of those and 3 partitions, right? After all the changes. And that's the beauty part. Like, all we need to do is play Emperor at end step and he's forced to do something. Perfect. That's so nice. Alright. He's holding the mana for Make Disappear though. That's something to consider. Or even counter spell. Okay, bro. So, first check. Do you want to do something? If he countered it, we would probably fare well, because then we are in the clear. So now we get rid of this stuff. It's also exiled, so another Appraiser has no target. But we'll make a target. Harvester will be there. Man, it's so good. So glorious. Oh, the counter spells. I missed you so much. Alright, so let's make a Samurai. It will die probably, but it will drain 1 more card. And that's how you need to play. Just drain those freaking cards. 3-5. That's a harsh one. I don't think we can play the Mightstone. It will get countered. Yep. Do the thingy. And yeah, we don't protect it. It's not the big deal. We can kill it at any moment, but we just don't. But on the other side, if that was Partition, I would already played it. Because I'm so scared of him drawing cards before I have another draw engine. I need something like Silver Scrutiny right now. Also, the third paths. Union of the third path is really great because it gives us, what, like 2 turns extra. And he's so forced to do something then. He will have 2 mana. Do we want to give him the card? Sure. Sure. If we are lucky, he will counter the first one. That would be absolutely perfect. Because then we can trade this for a counter spell. Do it. He really seems like he's thinking about countering, right? What is... Oh, he wants the life? Like, life does not matter against control. It's not worth to tap the mana and show you have no counter spells. So that's actually perfect, and he also wastes this 1 card. Man, this is so good for us. We could also farewell and just make sure that he has basically nothing. There are so many good plays right now. We can ignore it for 1 turn. If we play this, we have Negate, and I think that's the clue. If we draw a land, we will even wash away. We definitely draw cards. Perfect. Oh, I played the land? Wow, I'm such a dummy. It's fine. But we got Silver Scrutiny, that's the card we needed. So this can be ignored. 3 cards is all he has right now. And we have double counter spell. When he tries to play everything, we will refill with Silver Scrutiny. He needs to pressure so much just to go over all the counter spells that he will be tapped out at some point probably. Fable. This will be a farewell territory. Sure? If he taps out something more, that would be perfect. I still think one of the last cards is a counter spell. And that's why we need to make sure that farewell has protection. Oh, I don't want to get rid of the artifact. So do we give them the card? It's not worth it. It's actually... But he will use it in response, right? And he will do it anyway. So, creatures, enchantments. Honestly, graveyards. He plays things like Takenuma and we don't care. So, yeah. He might play something and then it would kill the clue and negate him 1 of the cards, but with double Silver Scrutiny we should be fine. We still hold up the negate. It might not be the hard counter spell, but for the creatures we have Fateful Absence. Oh, the Partition wouldn't have this. Oh, I hate them drawing cards. It's my thing. I want all the cards for myself. You know. The blue mage. He's down to 4. Thank you. That's exactly type of card we want to counter, because it's super annoying. Even though we have Fateful Absence, like, I still have this counter spell and I can refill. He has only 3 mana, so if he wants, he can place... Oh, perfect! Oh, I already got the value from this card. This is just extra value, and he did it main phase. And now, I mean... Seems like a great number, doesn't it? I hope you enjoyed your braid. Alright, we need to discard a lot of stuff. I don't think Depopulate will be a thing. Honestly, one Silver Scrutiny can go probably. I'm not discarding the Mightstone. No. It will be for Urza. He will explode probably very soon, but hopefully we can make Urza before he does. Soul Transfer. Oh no, that's a Planewalker for 6 mana. Oh, glorious. This will be the March. March was basically to ensure that whatever he plays this turn dies. And the point is, see ya. We could also play Teferi on all honesty. Yeah, and we will because we can make sure that he survives. And you know what? Let's gamble. I want to get some extra stakes on this game. If you can kill Teferi, you get full value. But can you do it? But can you do this? Oh, that's the card. By the way, look at how much more card advantage we have. Even in the lands department, we have what? 6 and we have 4 on top of this. Oh, that feels so sad. That's a nice 2 mana drop you have there. So I'm not countering it because there is a chance there's some hard removal. I don't know which one, but Soul Transfer, whatever. Why risk it when you don't have to? Alright, so we should make a dude, right? Here's 1 card and we have double counter spell, so the dude will make... I know you guys want it. This is just for you, so we can go 3, 6. Yeah, 6. Seems about right. This is 6 because this is a counter spell mana. So this way we make sure that whatever happens... You know what? I will counter it just to show you that I can. Normally I wouldn't counter it. I would just draw my cards and make another token. But this is too glorious, right? Oh, this never gets boring. I mean, 8/8 is pretty decent. Those are the lands. By the way, next turn we will Urza if he stays, but the problem is that the Fairy took all the glory. As always, messing up everyone's game, just dominating everything. I hope he doesn't scoop, because I really want the Meld, and we can do it. And I will do it even though it's a bad play. It does not matter. I should count the mana. So sorry, I will actually do it. So we need 3. Oh, never mind.
One of your friends has to leave.
So you just need to hit for 10. Man, the fairy just grows faster than they damage him with minions. It's just so hilarious. The most sturdy Planewalker in Magic. Alright, we need to go fast. We need to go fast like Sonic. I'm not killing creatures, so he doesn't scoop. I think we can make it work during 1 turn. Alright, quick, do it. Activate ability. Oh, what? I lack 1 mana, no. No. I will draw a card just so he doesn't scoop. Maybe I shouldn't be like extremely toying in like top 500 Mythic, but it's just for you guys. I know you want the Meld. No, please. I sense the explosion. I sense the explosion. Sure, grab it. I will give you this card just so you don't scoop. Normally we would just counter it with Wash Away, but this gives us extra turn, hopefully, when he doesn't explode. Sure, you can do everything this turn, as long as you stay in the game. I'm fine with it. I won't even block. You can kill Teferi, you can do whatever, just give me the Super Urza. Oh, I'm so excited. Sure? That's a land? Sure? Man, I think he's a bro. I'm not playing anything at dance step, I don't want to scare him. It's just Urza, nothing more. Nothing more. Go, triggers. Activate ability. Yes! We did it, guys! We melded in top 500 Mythic. Alright, I should probably think about doing stuff, right? I mean, draw 2 cards. How many we have? 21. And this turn. Okay, so I actually have to exile something. Sorry, my friend. First Liliana, but you still have the Bankbuster. Alright. I lied. I have Urza. Now I don't care. Sorry, bro. Like, I still appreciate it. Let's make a dude. And we say go. Oh, that was the longest I had Urza Planewalker. Thank you. I want the heart. Oh, I didn't make it. Snim, if you are watching, you are the bro. Melding in top 400 Mythic. It works. It happened. Alright, so that's scary. We need one more land and we are absolutely fine. We are going first though. I'll take it. I'll take it. With White March, we should have options at least. Worst case, we can start exiling stuff. Very nice. So we drew the land that we needed. And I'm feeling much more comfortable right now. Alright. That's a slow start. We could go for Urza. But I much rather just go for the Union and secure the land drop for the next turn. Okay, sure. That's not the card that matters too much right now. I guess when it will be a creature, then it will matter a little bit. But hopefully we can figure it out by then. Alright. Do I go for this? He probably plays cut downs. If he plays this card, he plays the cut downs. So I think we are just reactive right now. Against control, Urza don't have a lot of chance, unless you can protect him somehow. And with the Lifesteal of Toshiro Umezawa, like, we don't really need to, you know, pressure them. They are down to 5 cards naturally. Unless we draw something interesting. Oh, Bankbuster is a huge, huge draw. Okay, perfect. A land from the top. So let's do it. And let's draw some cards. Like, so far we are doing cards, and those... The only problem is that he gets additional mana from it. I think I went until there are 2 of those, and just try to depopulate. Hopefully we'll have enough mana and counter spells to protect the play by then. My turn. He passed. Okay. It was so quick I thought that it's my end step still. But apparently not. Oh, I want my land. Oh, the land is so huge here. I really want my land. Can I get my land, please? Please, game. Just this one time. No. Alright, alright, so the hard mode then. This is really unfortunate. We cannot play anything or we give up the counter spell. And all of our cards are crucial. It has to be White March. That's the only card that matters the least. But yeah, this was really brutal to miss this land drop. And now we are even though we are on the play. Sure. So we are just camping with... By the way, thanks to having all of those third paths, see, that's why it was so important to not play the March. And risk some... Man, counter spells. The best... Counter spells, always winning games. Oh, that felt glorious. Alright, we're going first. Pretty weird hand, but if we can get to 3 mana, it should be fine. And we also have Fateful Absence, so whatever happens, we should have a little moment of respite. Okay, and that's the draw we needed. Very nice. By the way, if you don't play Fateful Absence, you get additional life point, so that's something to consider always. It's not the biggest deal, but you can Fateful Absence later, right? And that's what we did. And if it seems like a weird decision, don't forget we have Depopulates. It means that we actually want them to get as many creatures as possible. Because then we get ahead. So Galagritters is actually really helpful for us. So this will be the Depopulate turn. I definitely go 3 for 1, it's good enough. And then we try to follow up. Yeah, it's always treasures. That's usually the correct choice. Yeah, we are definitely developing very, very nicely. So, okay, I got scared I don't have double white for a second. Alright, that's fine, that's fine. So we'll probably have to depopulate next time. But after this it should be fine. Here's... Nice, nice sideboard card. It definitely helps if you don't have exile effects. But it's just one creature, and we are at 20, so... Oh, and he's still going for the heroes, that's interesting. So I guess he will just want to crew this with something, right? And this is value card. So for this reason, we will just see how he plays. Here's will be a 2-2 next turn, so it's not the biggest deal. He will probably attack with Iconoclast, but in 2 turns he might go for the heroes. I think. And we still have Depopulate for this board, so we will see. I mean, if that's all he does, I will just make a token. Even if it dies, it requires basically 2 cards, because he still needs to kill the Emperor.
Run away.
Easier would be to just -2. Maybe I shouldn't be so greedy. Maybe. It will be hard with Reflection. Yeah, okay, let's do it. Because of Reflection, like if he saves it somehow, it will be so messy next turn, and I want to kill Kikijiki in response to creature, which I cannot really do otherwise. Alright, so that's a really sneaky plan right there. If he wants to use Kikijiki, he needs to play a creature. If it doesn't have haste, he needs to tap this, make a token, we kill the creature in response, and then we exile tapped Kikijiki. My friend. I mean, we don't care about this one, so I'm not taking the mana. It actually helps us, because it fixes our mana, so I'm super happy he did it. Because now we have white mana without paining ourselves at all, and we have enough blue. So let's see, it's really important that the Reflection doesn't have a target. Rending Flame, alright. Sure. That's fine. We got our 2 for 1, that's exactly what we wanted. You can see that he's out of gas nearly. He has just 1 big turn, and that's it. And it wasn't even a big turn, he didn't have a creature, so he couldn't copy anything with Kikijiki. So yeah. Alright, we are going first with Urza. That's Lord and Protector at the same time. It's not the best hand, because we don't really have interaction at all until, you know, turn 5. I don't think Urza will survive. So, I hope that we draw something. We have a lot of removal, a lot of good spells, and as long as we can curve out to 4 mana and just play Urza, even though this dies 100%, the point is that if he doesn't play anything this turn, we play Urza, and then he needs to spend his full turn on Urza, and then we have extra time for Scrutiny and those things. So, you know what? This will die at the end step. This will be go for the throat or Infernal Grasp. It will be 100%. So I much rather go for the Union. If I didn't draw it, I would probably still play Urza, but in this case it actually is a good card. It also gets us deeper into the good stuff, you know? Do I want to card? Yes. Yes. That was a short thinking process. Because if we draw a 5th land, we activate the Mightstone and the Weakstone, and that's good enough for me. He doesn't have blue, he cannot interact in any way. It feels that he's playing Rakdos Control, which seems kinda inferior to our deck. Oh, that's not a good land. But you know what? I'm taking it. I'm taking it. Alright, so this will be the chain of attack. So right now we are preparing to attack him, thanks to the Emperor. And when this card rotates, I will cry. Like, it's so good. It's not even funny how much it helps all the control decks right now. So, our opponent might play something. Ooh, here we go. So this will something will get doubled, right? Alright, let's see what is the play for 2 mana that is worth 2 cards. Like Lightning Strike? No, I'm sure it's something very, very smart and clever, so I will probably regret. Yeah, that makes sense. That definitely makes sense. So he will discard 2 cards, but it's not enough. And the best card that he actually wanted to get rid of is here, on the board, smirking your face, my friend. It will be Silver Scrutiny and 1 Mightstone, probably. Unless he goes for double farewell, but I don't think he has not enough board to do it. Like, it's not worth it. It's Silver Scutiny and the Mightstone, in my opinion. Yep. Alright, that's the... Oh, he went for Urza! That's how scared this Planewalker is. Yeah, he's a Planewalker. Just right-click. See? Planewalker. I mean, those are really nice things that we can do. He might have a Braid, but we don't care. I just want my cards. He might have more Pilfers, but we'll give him more targets for Pilfer. And when we start having counter spells in our hand, we can play absolutely differently. Also, we develop every turn, so I want to draw as much as possible, so I don't miss any of the land drops. It's fine. So it is Rakdos control indeed. I mean, this is what, 4 cards compared to 3, so I think in this situation we don't need to do anything. Interesting game. Alright, only control mage could say that staring at each other is an interesting game, but it really is. This will be a Mightstone, by the way. We have cards, right? Yeah, we need to discard one, it's fine. As long as we have counterspell, this will be a Depopulate. Even though Farewell is something he sees, but Farewell is so much better that I want to keep it. At some point he needs to kill us. Or at least try, because of course he won't make it. Yeah, it's here. Gives me mana for Urza. That's interesting. It would seem that he... Alright. Alright, that's interesting. We could counter it, but I honestly don't think it's worth it. I think this will force one of the farewells and that's it. Good bait, good bait. Honestly, I'm not using this, so you know what? I might as well, right? Why would you not tap it for mana? You need to remember, I guess. I did not expect this interaction, but it's fine. Let's go for planes, we need more white. Yeah, we can Soul Partition, and he has only 5 mana. So creatures... What about the graveyards? Is this the deck that uses graveyards? Wow, we have a lot of Silver Scrutinies in the graveyard. That's actually a bit scary. Why not, right? So we have Soul Partition. We don't have the most value, but we need to grind the Might and Weakstones. Thanks to Soul Partition, we can basically keep playing them every single turn until forever. So that's one of the cool interactions between the decks. Soul Partition is a early game removal that gives you value late game. And I will be just drawing my cards until I draw something that kills you. It might be hard. He has a lot of stuff, but in the end, it's a control versus control, and we have counter spells, so we should be fine. But for this reason, we really need to think what we counter. He's a smart player so far, and he doesn't like push the bad cards. Alright, Blast Zone is interesting. It is interesting. I think at the end step we go for Soul Partition and we will replay the Mightstone. Okay, he wants the card, but land base is also really important and he doesn't have a lot. Thanks to our full card advantage during the game, look at how much more mana we have. We have 10. He has what? 4, 7. That's a big difference. We can play 1/3 of nothing more. I think it will be Soul Partition. I will change it to 2 cards. He can abrade in response, so that's actually not the best play. That was a bit risky on my part, because like we could use it different way. Ooh, game just got spicier. And I want to point out that at turn 15, it seems that he has blue. It's actually Grixis control. What? What? Alright, so we keep up with the counter spells. We discard Adarkar Wastes. We have enough lands for now. I think it should be 1 card only. Yeah. Maestro's Charm for Scrying. Sure. At this point, this is the type of game when we want to counter the threats and not the tutors for threats. So even if he got a good card, he cycled a little bit of cards. So his deck is a little bit less powerful. Big Score is a really good card for the matchup. Another Charm is... okay, that was the first one. Oh, he thought we don't play counter spells. That's so cute. Guys, you know what's happening next turn? Oh, yes. Man, are we melding all the time in every game? That's so glorious. Activate ability. Enjoy my counter spells, my friend. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. You will see my super Planewalker. There's no way around it. He has invoked the spell, so it's not as good as it might seem. I will definitely draw some cards and see what I draw. I could go for the thingies, just for Liliana, and invoke the spell to negate one of the cards. I'm pretty sure it will get yeah, you know what I mean. We have Negate in the deck though. Right, this, let's make sure that we have it in the deck still and I didn't mess up. Because if we draw Negate against Invoke Despair, that would be a game win. We did not. But we have another Urza, so we can try again next turn. I mean, this will get invoked unfortunately, but you can see the Urza Planewalker glory. Okay, this is weird form of Invoke Despair, but it still counts as Invoke Despair. So do we do it again? Against deck that kills Planewalkers directly, Urza is a bit less effective. So we could negate one of the cards. Yeah, okay, that's a weird play, but sure. Like, of course, that's the correct play. Why would you not use the card if you can, I guess? But it's still fine. It also exiles. That would only sacrifice, so it's pretty big deal. How does it work? See, both of the cards used to the Meld were exiled. Not a big deal this game, but something I did not know about, to be honest. Alright, my turn. Guys, you know we have to do it again. We don't have a counter spell though. We don't have a counter spell, and he definitely has some kind of removal in the hand, so we won't meld this turn. For this particular reason, we are going for Teferi. Urza will get wrecked this turn, like, you know, the previous turn, to be perfectly honest, but it was still glorious. I wonder if I shouldn't gamble and just go for the 2 tokens. It would probably make it so much more awkward for him. I don't think I care about this one. Yeah, let's just make sure we have nice mana. It looks better also when you tap out manually, because it seems that you had something that can interact. Flame Blast board. On what? Whew, that's an interesting choice. We could save it. At the cost of the Teferi token. At the cost of the Teferi token. Is it worth it? Is it worth it? Yeah, because we get the card from Fateful Absence. So in the end, we are getting a little bit more positive. See? High Mythic plays. 50 IQ move. Alright, so at least we force another card. It's not the biggest deal and Teferi will die, but I want extra card from him for this. And he needs to earn it. And hopefully when he earns it, he doesn't know about Urza, he only knows we have a Mightstone. So the Meld, the second Meld, might surprise him, and we have enough mana to do it in one turn, I think. Yep, that's a really good card that he was forced to use. He would use the Tutor, or the, you know, kill next Planewalker with it, if we didn't do the Fateful Absence. And you know what? I prefer to draw cards than to give my opponent the cards. So I'm not the fan of using Fateful Absence on a control player, because it's hard to keep up later. Alright, I should count the mana. 3 Urza, 5 is the Mightstone. Then we have 2. Yeah, we can melt in one turn, but at this moment it will die. It will just die. So for this reason we are playing like this. It also makes Bankbuster cheaper, because we can use this mana to use the Bankbuster. So if you wondered why no Memory Deluge, just Bankbuster, because we play Mightstone and the Weakstone, it's just better interaction. So you cannot really miss out on it. And we do not need to play anything. Like, it's interesting, he's going for a really strong play so far. Yeah, Rakdos and Grixis is a difference still. even though he didn't use too many cards. Alright, so now we definitely draw. We use this one, so you always check if it's highlighted. Ooh, that's a strong card. That's a really strong card, but I think we say go. I usually play much less aggressively if I see I have lands for the next turns, because in the best case we are going even, and if he misses the land drop, we are ahead, so we can make the same play later. That's usually my thinking process on this one. So as long as I see that I develop every turn, I can just cheer usually. Unless I have no answers and there are some things that I cannot answer, then I need to think, like play Emperors and stuff. What he has in the deck that kills us? Well, invokes, right? He didn't play a single permanent this game. I mean, I guess. Oh yes, that's good. Alright, this is a really interesting turn. Oh man, he has definitely some good cards. He will probably kill Urza, and if I tap out, I fear that there might be some stuff happening. So I think right now I try to draw cards with the Bankbuster during his turns. It gives us card advantage, and at some point this will be a 4/4 smacking his face, and then he needs to tap out. Alright, that's definitely a thing. Alright, so this will be Red Invoke. Yeah, it will be a Red Invoke, right? So this will be so much damage. Oh, he doesn't have it, so he will just go double Maestro's Charm, I guess. Huh, do we counter this one? I think it's okay. Let's see, I'm not sure. We could counter one of them, right? If we care. So what I would take in his place? Big score probably? Or just double Maestro's Charm and big score and whatever. Can he cast? He can cast it, right? Oh, that's a strong play. Right, this is a hard choice, to be honest. You know what? First of all, let's draw cards and see what we actually have in the hand. I might discard even, I don't care. It's not worth to discard. Yeah, I think we should just wash away. It doesn't matter which one. He will still get good effect, but it's in the end the equivalent of just casting Invoke Calamity without any shenanigans. So, you know, I wonder. He should know the deck a bit better than I do, so let's see what is the... Okay, so he went for double charm, I guess. I wonder if you can play big score and double it with Twin Inferno. I think there is a way, right? And that would be a really nice value. Oh, so he wants to drain me. Okay, makes sense. That's interesting, I didn't expect this mode. So he basically gave up this card advantage just for extra stuff. Alright, we can melt Urza, we can heal with it, we can make creatures, like we can absolutely overwhelm, but I would much rather have a counter spell. Let's count the washaways. No here. We have Negate. Oh man, I don't remember if I played 4 or 3 in the end. That's very mean. You're a mean person. We could get it to graveyard, I guess. We could also draw 3 cards. Is 3 cards enough? By the way, why I cannot use... Oh, it's not a Planeswalker. Sure. So I can draw a lot of cards? Or just 3? This is my last Silver Scutton, I think. Right? 1, 2, 3, yeah. I have Bankbuster in the deck. And this will be also, I think, the last Mightstone. If I draw a counter spell, it might be worth it, but I'm not even sure. That's a harsh one. I think I go for it. I think it's worth it. We lose a lot of value, but we are down to 14 cards in the deck, or 13 during our turn, so I think that should be kinda okay. Okay, that's something. That's a start. That's a start. At least we can start some pressure right now, right there. But it will be hard. It's actually harder than I expected. He's down to 3 cards, but we don't have a lot of win conditions. We will Fateful Absence the Emperor, probably. I don't think he will react right now. No reason. You can always check. I guess it's obvious that it will be -1, right? So I guess it's the same. Alright, so whatever he targets, I would probably Fateful Absences just to get a counter. We start with this. We didn't play anything that allows him to answer so far. So he could answer after the Emperor got the full value. And I guess we start attacking. It's not the most glorious, but he's down to what? 3 cards? And we'll play Urza. It gives discount, it's another 2 damage. It doesn't die to Brotherhood's End, which is possibly in his hand. Like, this is an anti-Emperor card, basically. One of the few ways you can go 1 for 1 against this card. So they probably would keep it if they had it. And that's the first Urza. It's super sad that both stones were exiled. Super sad. But he's down to 4 cards. Let's see how good they are. Unfortunately, against control, usually the last cards are the best. Enjoy, my friend. Unfortunately, he sees no counterspell, and that's the main play. I guess Fateful Absence is interesting choice, but yeah, Farewell is overall much more powerful. Oh my god, I made... Okay. So, he went for the Cleave, right? So let's get some extra value. I should kill this, just in case he played differently and I didn't notice. But still, Emperor is still there. Our wincon is here and we are getting extra cards. We have more Urza. Soul Partition is really nice because it basically gives us extra win condition. So we play Urza, we pump it because a lot of his damage is actually... a lot of his removal is damage based. And we try to kill him with Urza. Oh my god, I never did it so far. So my big mistake possibly is not casting Farewell to Exile Graveyard. I actually completely missed this line of play, and against deck of Red Calamity, that's actually a huge deal. How many he used? I think 2, right? 1, 2. Yeah, I'm not sure how many they play, but it should be a lot. This will be very devastating. Possibly it's double Invoke Despair. Alright. Like, enjoy. We cannot answer it. But we can answer to the spells that he will choose. I'm not sure what they will be. And he's playing all the colors, right? Why choose when you can play them all? It's like Pokemon. You can have them all. Alright, that was a great joke, but at this point I'm a bit tired of this game. Oh my god, he's down to 1 card, but it feels that he still has the advantage with this invoke. He will refill so heavily. And he had Farewell, so that was his Hail Mary play. He was waiting with this. Oh, I pressed the Resolve All. That was a mistake. Because I normally could answer. I will go full control. Yeah, I think this way we can... At least, we need the Emperor. We cannot kill him without the Emperor. And Teferi is gone, right? I'm pretty sure Teferi died this game, yeah. We still have Negate in the deck. We didn't draw it earlier. It would help definitely a lot. Just to prevent one of those huge plays. And he's drawing. We need to kill him because we are 13 cards deeper. Duress. He decided we have nothing of value to just get rid of. Oh my god, I should not have pressed Resolve All. Oh, but because we cannot answer to the part of this one. You may cast up to, yeah. But to be honest, I think you should be able to answer it if you didn't press. I messed up. That was a huge deal. This is such a rare situation. I actually didn't have it so far that I pressed Resolve All. I'm not sure if that's the case or just you cannot answer Calamity, but on principle you are casting the spells and they are new stack, new interaction, I think. That's how I remember it. Oh wow, that would be great before. But to be honest, we got other counter spells, we got a lot of stuff, so we will see. Maybe we got outgrinded by a 4-color weird control deck. But yeah, Invoke Calamity together with Invoke Despair is so much value at end step that it's hard to contest without huge amount of counter spells. And we still need to kill him somehow. I'm not sure how we do it. We cannot kill the treasures even with Blast Zone because it's always at 1. Actually, that's interesting design that they decided it will have one counter. Not sure if that would be too good or what. So we are allowing whatever he has. We will counter the threats. He doesn't seem to be playing like 4 Invoke Despairs for some reason. Even though I honestly prefer that deck a little bit more. He would kill us probably by then. But we'll see. He's up to 5 cards, but we have a lot of interactions, so if he starts to be aggressor, then our cards matter again. Yep. That's our last counter spell, I believe, in the deck. How many Emperors do we have? 1, 2... Well, we have actually quite a lot of stuff still. Okay, maybe a lot is overstatement, but we have stuff. Can I just get my Hall of the Storm Giants to kill my opponents? That would be great. Well, definitely not the most glorious turn 55, or whatever it is. I feel that we might be losing this one, unfortunately. Big score, sure. I will try to play a bit faster for you guys, so we can get to the resolution. We still have wincons, but they probably can answer, so I think the real deal is when we lose by the card, unless he draws 6 more cards, and then we might win. If we're on the defensive and he would need to kill us, that would be such a different game. But I didn't think that drawing so many cards will be our demise, honestly. I didn't think it will go so far. I mean, that's another Invoke Calamity. That's another Invoke Despair and Duress. Well, yeah, I've been playing with this deck like in last standard. It's pretty glorious, but it's super bad against, like, you know, aggro decks. So he won. Oh, okay, I'm scared right now. Invoke Despair. Triple Invoke Despair. That's the finish that I think is glorious enough for this game. Well, that was a good game. Enjoy the fireworks, my friend. Enjoy the fireworks. Oh, that's so mean. It's still fine. I enjoyed the game. I will pass the priority just so it goes through smoothly and we can enjoy some Invoke Despairs. I think Triple Invoke Despair is perfectly how we wanted to end this game. Really nice one though. I hope you guys enjoyed it.